Hey, my Facebook people. And I'm looking at you guys. I'm looking at Zoom all at once. So let's just say hi to everybody. I hope you can see me on Facebook. It's a little dark looking, but I will hold everything up.
You know, I
Hi,
really
Katie.
loved when Dave made his background space on Tuesday.
I know.
That was fantastic.
I gotta learn how to do all this stuff, these effects, because I have no idea.
I want to learn that too. Hi, Katie. Hi.
Hey, T. Hi, Alona. Who's with you today?
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Sorry.
How are you?
Hi, Christina.
How are you doing?
Everyone's good.
Good.
Facebook people, I am really sorry. If someone comes on, maybe they could tell me if it's just way too dark. I don't know why my computer is nice and light and my Facebook page is dark.
It was good to see everyone on bingo last night. That was a lot of fun.
Yes, anyone played bingo last night? That was great. I had a really good time. I didn't win anything. Not that we won prizes, but...
At 7 o'clock. He wants to go to bed by 7.
Really?
Don't watch it. Yes.
He gets a good night's sleep. Good job, T.
Well, you know, he does have some night terrors, so that's why he doesn't fall that well. So, you know.
I'm letting Hannah in. Hi, Hannah.
Hey, Hannah.
Hi, Stacy, Allison.
Hi.
How are you today?
Katie.
If it gets noisy, anybody, maybe we might mute you just because I have Facebook and Zoom going at the same time. If anyone wants to talk, they could just take it off of mute. You don't have to, just if it's noisy in the background. That's all.
Are we going to do it this week?
So as you know, the space launch was postponed, which was a real bummer to me because I really was looking forward to it.
Was
But
anybody watching it?
now it's on Saturday, right, Stacy?
Yeah, it's on Saturday. I was actually watching it. And you know, I didn't know when they cancel it, they call it scrubbed.
Really?
They're like, it's a scrub. And they just say it's scrubbed.
That's a good thing for my crossword puzzles. I always need these little facts that I don't know.
Terminology, I had no idea.
So does everyone have some paper?
Yep. I have paper.
So all I have is a white piece of computer paper. And I have a black piece of construction paper. If you don't have, just, you know, we could always make allowances if you don't have it. It's not a big deal. The reason I like the black is we're going to glue our rockets and stuff onto this because the black looks like more like the night sky or when you go up really high, it's dark. And then we can add stars and planets or whatever you want to add. I guess we'll wait a few more minutes to see if anyone's coming on. But if not, does everyone have their white paper in front of them?
Yeah.
Well, I say we start. And whoever comes on, we can always fill them in. But all we're going to do is let's fold our piece of white paper. Fold it once in half this way. And then we're going to fold it another time. So now it's in quarters. Right? Hi, Dave. So we're just going to fold it in 4, and just like Deborah does sometimes with drawing. This is just to give us some lines. That's all we're doing now.
I need Allison to help me.
Yeah. So then let's just, now that we did this, let's fold it back in half. Okay. And we're going to, this top half of the paper, you see the little crease we got?
Yeah.
We're going to start there to make our little rocket. And feel free to embellish or make it the way you want. But now the real rocket, this is no professional picture, but the real rocket, which is usually actually white, is straight like this. A very long, narrow shaft. But we don't have to draw it that way. That's you could draw it that way. We could draw it a little differently.
That's a beautiful rocket. I think Dave likes it also.
You're getting a round of applause over here from Dave.
Sorry, my
Seriously,
daughter
that's
keeps
rock the
calling me.
galaxy.
I'm sorry, 1 second. I just want to see if there's any emergency. Let's see, what is so urgent?
Did you guys
Okay.
know that? I don't know if you got to see it, but the top part of that rocket actually can come off and fly. It's called a capsule. I thought that was so fascinating.
Yeah, so I mean, there's a lot of intricacies in the real rocket. We're gonna make kind of our own version of it. Anyway, so let's start. So hold the paper. So you're holding it so the opening's on the top, and we're just gonna use this top half for now. Okay. And all we're gonna do, we're gonna use shapes. And like again, you could take a black marker, or if you don't have a marker, if you want to use a pencil, that's fine too. And we're just going to start with a little triangle on top. So we're going to start here. And then just come down and make a little triangle. Does everyone see that?
The top part of the open side?
The open side's on top, yes.
Okay, the top part of the open side triangle.
So just drawing a triangle right in the middle of that line.
Right here.
I don't know.
Everyone good? Yes.
I got it.
So then after our triangle, we're going to make a rectangle. So we're just going to, I'll show you, and then, so we're just going to go a long line down almost to the bottom. And we're going to connect. So just a big rectangle. Everybody see that?
It kind of looks like something, a firecracker. What does it look like? It looks like a firecracker.
It is like a fire. Well, you know, in essence, the space launch is like a giant firecracker. So, and then at the bottom, we'll draw, I'll show you, but a little angled down, like a little flap. Everybody see that? And if you can't do it this way, do it any old way you want.
Like this,
Good,
Allison, with the
Stacy.
little flap?
Yes, yours is actually a little more probably accurate to the way it looks.
Copying L's.
You know, Allison, it's funny that you said firecracker, because when I was doing research for the talk on Tuesday, they said that a firecracker is considered a rocket because it's propelled to
Yeah.
the bottom.
So that's why it's actually a mini rocket. And then the other side, mine's not exactly even, but it doesn't matter.
Now, oh, I just listened.
Everybody got that?
When can I polish them?
And again, if you want to do it more funny, like sometimes you'll see, I'll do it just to show you, but sometimes they do their like more campy versions of the rocket. They make it a little round on top like this, but the real rocket is narrow. But so either way you want it. Now let's open.
Oh, here we go. The jealousy has begun.
Aw. Let's open it.
The jealousy has begun. My rocket just crashed with jealousy.
I'm sorry, there's some people on Facebook. Hey Cheryl.
I got it.
Hey Christian.
I
It's
have
not too dark. Good. So now we're going to open our paper. Everyone have their paper open?
Wait. Okay.
Katie, you got it?
Yeah.
So what we're going to do on the bottom is now we're going to talk a little bit about how the rocket propels into space, because when I first was doing this project, I said, wow, well, I just thought fire. But actually, that's not correct at all, because if you've really watched all the pictures of a space launch, if you've watched it, it's white, right? This billowing white smoke, it's just taking over. And you see a little bit of flame, but really, it's white because it's actually steam that's coming out. It's not fire. And if it was all fire, guess what? That would be a crash, pretty much. So We don't want all fire. But again, this is for fun, but I'm going to draw a little bit of how you can draw a flame. You can draw a flame. The flame is really just a little bit underneath. So I'm going to draw, I'll do it first. I'm just going to draw a little zigzaggy, kind of what it looks like in a cartoon.
Oh, I like that.
Everybody have that?
Got it.
Great. And now I'm just going to draw another one that's kind of bigger and copies the same lines. I'll show you what I'm doing. And again, nothing has to be perfect. I just copied the same look. So you got another layer underneath.
Beautiful.
And now, this is all our little bit of fire, and not just from, I'm not a scientist, Dave, sorry, but I believe it's from friction that you're going to get a little bit of fire there. Not too much. But we're going to draw underneath. If you ever looked at it, it looks like big billowy clouds of smoke. So we're just going to draw basically what clouds would look underneath. I do it upside down. I'll show you. So start with just like upside down little clouds and plumes of clouds, and just kind of continue. We just want the look of it. So probably about this big is all we really need. Very nice, Stacy.
Trying very hard.
And the reason we're doing it all on the white paper.
Oh, Lona, beautiful.
Allison,
Yes.
the bottom, so
Hannah.
do it over here.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. She could actually, why don't you can either do it over on the other side, or you can just cut it.
Or just add it here.
Yeah, well, and then you could just cut it out, and to glue it on, we can do the clouds separate. No big deal, Hannah.
Yeah.
Over here.
Okay.
No big. And if anybody has, the reason I'm doing it on the white piece of paper is because clouds are obviously white.
All right, keep going.
And unless you have if you have a white crayon or a white, I happen to have chalk pastels, but if you don't have that, it's really hard to get a white look on the black. So that's why I'm doing on the white. If you happen to have pastels, you can not exactly, you know what, Hannah, you can do it right on the black paper.
Okay.
Perfect.
Yeah, well, she drew it again anyway.
Okay. And now we're going to do,
A lot of supplies. That's fantastic. Beautiful.
very nice. Now we're going to do is make a big window in the spaceship, like
Here
so.
comes Nicole. Or Terrence. Let's see. Yep.
So Katie, you see the window in the, I'm going to put a window in the spaceship. I don't know if it quite looks like that, but we want to put our faces in there maybe. If you want, for fun, guess what? I forgot to bring a picture of myself from home. So I'm going to have to draw it in, which will be real funny. But at the end of this, if you want to glue a picture of yourself in there, that would be really funny.
Hi, Terrence.
Hi, Terrence. Are you going to work with us today?
Yeah, that's what I'm here for.
You have any paper?
No.
No, you're just going to watch?
Yeah,
It's okay, because it'll be on Facebook, so you could always do it. So anyway, now we got our basic rocket and clouds and everything. And you know what? The spaceship actually is white. However, feel free to color any colors you want. I'm going to actually color it in because I think it's fun to color it in. So I have some Sharpies here. You can use crayons, markers, and color. I just want it to be a little colorful. So I'm going to pick some weird color. Let's see. I have kind of like an aqua, but you guys pick whatever you want.
How about pastels?
Pastels you could use. We're going to use pastels on the flames actually, Hannah, but you can use pastels for anything you want.
All right.
So I'm just going to start coloring in. I'm going to actually make the tip of my rocket red, although I have no red Sharpies. Oh yeah, I do. Because I've seen red on the top of these rockets sometimes.
I wonder if someday we'll actually be having our own personal rockets.
Yeah, I don't know about our lifetime, Stacy, but I think these guys. So I just call the top of my rocket red, but you guys can do anything you want. You can leave it white. It doesn't matter.
Use whatever color.
And on the body, use whatever colors you want. This is just fun part. Just color it in.
Are you at the center, Stacy?
Where you going, Daddy?
I'm at the center, Terrence. You see the tree?
I see.
Yeah, I'm in the art room, guys. Do you see?
Yeah.
We almost had a little tragedy this morning. Not tragedy, but we had no. I got here early, and I was. All of a sudden, I went online to check how I looked, in the
Bye.
camera, and guess what? No internet here this morning.
Nah.
And I was like, oh no, Stacy, what do I do? But I decided before I ran back home, and at home it's very hard for me to do a class right now because of my little puppy who's kind of, I have to babysit her at all times. I just call her Little Blue on the side. Anyway, I went in the office and I was very proud of myself being a non-techie and actually restarted the computer. So that all worked out.
You know, because so many people are using internet, sometimes the internet's all over the place are having problems.
Yeah, it's a little overloaded.
I feel so fortunate that we're all up and working.
Christian, are you doing this project? I see Christian on Facebook.
Project, Allison.
Very nice. Oh, beautiful, Hannah.
Gorgeous. And I got something to polish the white beads I made.
Cool. And let's see. I'm gonna
Did
color
you
my
say you made additional beads, Hannah?
I made the Stacy. I got these white additional beads. I want to put nail polish on them.
Oh, nice, Hannah.
That's gonna polish them.
Yeah.
So nice that you're continuing with that project.
I'm glad you listened to my instructions because that's.
It was very worthwhile to keep making those. They're beautiful.
We can do so many things with that, guys. Actually.
I didn't polish them.
Well, you have time.
When can I polish them?
Whenever you want.
Yeah.
Can I get wax paper
For what?
to polish these white beads?
Wax paper? You mean to polish on them?
To polish on them.
Wax paper. I don't know. Why would you need wax
Down
paper?
on the table? Like, do you mean when you polish them, you should put something down to protect
To
it?
put wax paper down to protect.
Yes. Good, Hannah. That's a great idea.
I don't know if you need to do them now, but
No. So I kind of use various colors because I'm running out of inks over here. The only thing I'm going to leave, so I'm just doing the rocket part right now. We're not doing below it. Just doing here. And I don't have a picture of my face, so I'm actually going to draw it in. And, you guys know I'm not the most accurate artiste, but I'm going to just make it up. I have green eyes, red lips.
Oh, gross.
Yeah, you're still working on
No, I don't want to go in there.
is anybody eating lunch while we work? Anybody having anything good?
I don't want to. I finished before.
What'd you have, Katie?
Peanut butter and jelly.
Yum.
Yum.
One of the perks of being home and not being at the center.
It's a classic.
Katie, I have to say, I miss your big lunches that I get to help you with. You always had the best lunches.
Well, now I've been shopping at Limoncello to get takeout food.
Oh, here I drew in my little face, which is not very cool, but
I got a face on mine. It looks like yours. There's nothing different about it.
yeah, okay. And like I said, if you have a real photo of yourself, you could always put it in this space, which I really intended to do. I just forgot to bring one. And I thought I had photos here, but I didn't. Liza used to take a lot of pictures of me here, which was so sweet. And I must have taken them home. So what I'm going to do now, when everyone can work on their rocket, I'm going to start working on my flames coming out. And I have chalk pastels here, which I like because I can rub it together to kind of blend colors, but you can use anything you have. I'm going to start with yellow for this top layer of flames that we drew. So I'm just going to color that in. Quickly.
Did look in the sky yet to see if they can find the Big Dipper?
Last night it was cloudy, Stacy. So I drew my bottom flame in yellow.
I forgot to sign on to bingo last night too.
Oh yeah, I was wondering where you were.
I was not having too much luck with bingo.
Me either, Stacy.
Dave won bingo. Did you win the first one, Dave? Yeah, Dave had good luck with bingo.
What am I doing with it?
So I drew my second flame in is orange, and I'm gonna take my finger because I do have pastels. I'm kind of gonna blend it in. Because in reality, things aren't really cut off like yellow and orange. It's kind of a blend.
So how do you blend? Do you rub it with your
I
hand?
rub on my finger. But that's only if you have pastels. If you have crayons, actually, or something, you can do that with crayon. Kathleen is waiting.
Yeah, I think they logged off and are having trouble getting back on. I just let them in again.
Okay.
There we go.
So I took my fingers and I'm kind of blending it in. I'll do it a little more, actually.
Hi, Terrence.
Again.
I lost you there for a minute.
Did you go off? Because then I let you on again and it didn't come on. Are you having trouble, Terrence?
Oh, we're in trouble with the computer half the time.
Oh yeah.
Terrence, do you have any interesting facts about rockets or anything? Because you're usually good with that stuff.
Rockets? I don't really care about the rockets.
What, honey?
But there was a movie October Sky that had to do with rockets.
Yeah, there's a lot of movies. We were talking about that yesterday.
October Sky.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
a good one. Mm-hmm.
That was. I was watching a good movie yesterday. I was watching Fight with Families, a wrestling movie.
Very good.
You heard that movie, Stacy?
Which one is it?
Fight with Families?
Oh, is it with?
Oh, Fighting Family? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I heard that's a great one.
About the wrestler?
Is it with Paige?
Yeah.
I heard that's so good. I want to watch that. Is
Hey, it's good.
it on Netflix?
I don't know, but you got five stitches.
Oh yeah, I got that.
Does everybody have a little piece of tin foil?
That was a good movie.
I have tinfoil, Allison.
Okay. Well, you don't have to have this, but I think it looks kind of cool as the blast off to add to our kind of color. And all I'm doing is really gonna fold it over to make kind of I'm gonna make a triangle that fits. It's the same width as the bottom of the rocket, like right here. So it doesn't have to be exact again, but that's how I'm kind of measuring it. Is I'm making the.
Do you have a piece of paper? Wait.
No, I don't.
All right, well you can watch, Terrence, and then I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna make a little triangle and cut it off about here. I'll show you. So I'm just cutting. So all I have really is a little triangle, kind of a triangle, but it has a flat top. But I want it to be wide enough that it measures up against the bottom of the rocket.
Oh yeah.
It can be big, small. It doesn't really matter. This is just to add a little. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to give it a haircut and make it look like a hula skirt. So I'm just going to cut. I'm not going to cut through, but I'm cutting little strips.
Allison, where's the tinfoil going?
TJ.
It's going
Is that okay if I cut a piece of foil?
like here.
Here's Victoria.
Where is she? I don't see it.
I just let her in.
So Katie, it just has to be wide enough as the bottom of the rocket.
Okay.
And you could just fold it. You don't have to, really don't worry so much about it. It could be more than one layer. But all I'm doing is I gave it a haircut and put some cuts in it. So you can kind of move these little pieces back and forth.
You want
And again, you don't have to do this. Hey, Victoria.
Oh, Victoria.
Hi.
Looking great.
I didn't even do anything to it.
Looks really nice with the headband.
You look pretty pretty today,
I just
Victoria.
sprayed it with hairspray. I just sprayed it with hairspray and that was it.
I'm actually going to cut mine a little shorter because I don't want to cover up all my flame. So it's like a little hula skirt, really. And all I'm going to do is take a dot of glue. And you only need the glue on the really top part of it. You could take any kind of glue. With tin foil, I don't know if the glue stick will work. But all I'm doing is putting glue on the top and kind of gluing it on to the bottom of my rocket.
Very cool safety.
Can I cut a piece of Squirtle?
What, honey?
I have a question. Can I cut some pieces of foil?
Yes. Do you see what I did, Hannah?
Yeah.
I made just like a little skirt almost.
Charmander, that's it. He's adorable.
He is. He's got his little fire tail. His little fire tail. He's got the fire tail.
Oh, right.
The bottom of the rocket.
And you know what? That's what we're drawing. That's great, Terrence. So anyway, the tin foil just to me is, you know, I like to use different. I like to use different mediums when we do crafting and art because that's what makes it fun to me. So anyway, that's all I did with the tin foil. You could do it this way. You could do whatever you want.
Hi, TJ.
And then what I want to decorate is, it is just white smoke. It is just white smoke in the actual takeoff, but it has texture, right? It's not flat like a piece of paper. And we could use a lot of things, cotton balls, all kinds of things, but we're just going to keep it simple. If you have, so what I have here is, I don't know, I have to ask Deborah because I can't find all our glitter, and I know she hates glitter, so she wouldn't take it home, I don't think.
Glitter is in the top. The top.
It is.
Top of our bottom
It
shelf.
should be in the cabinet behind you.
Yes, I know, but I can't find it. But I did find these two colors, so I have
Behind you.
silver and gold. If I had some blue in there or something, I might add that. Well, I'll check one more time in here. Let me see. But I've looked about 3 times.
Look in the cabinet behind you. There might be some in there.
Oh my god. Well, guess what?
Oh, nice. Katie,
Guess
you
what?
talk with the rock.
It was here all this time. See? That's why you have to look 1 time, 2 times, 3 times.
Oh, you
I
found
told you.
But Allison, did you see the top of Katie's rocket? It's a rainbow.
Oh, I love it, Katie. See, Katie's so creative. I knew you were going to do that. So I'm going to pick some. You might not have any glitter, but you can.
Squirtle? Yeah, Squirtle.
You don't have to use glitter, but I have some white glitter, a little blue.
If you don't have glitter, can you decorate with what would you suggest?
You can use watercolors. You can use chalk.
Yeah.
Anything you want is up to you. There's no need for it. I just thought it goes a little bit with the tin foil.
They're so pretty.
And guess what? If you want to take tin foil,
There's no foil there.
if you want to take tin foil and put it on any part of your rocket, you could do that too.
Oh, you have silver alone. You've got silver.
Yeah, you could have silver. Listen, I have at home. I have Sharpies that are metallic. You could use that. This is just an accent.
That's a really
You don't need anything, actually. You can just leave it the way it is. But I thought it'd be fun to kind of add a little bit of color.
What?
I'm gluing these little, what are these called?
What?
Sequin things?
Yeah, that's a great idea, Stacy.
Like little sequin things that I found in the closet.
And to do my glitter, I'm actually going to use some Mod Podge that I have here.
Who has a lot of craft supplies at their house?
You guys probably have more than me, which is why I like to come to the center.
Yeah.
Dave, you've got stuff there because I've seen you making everything.
I think I'll add something else. Let me see if I Deborah's having a virtual art show.
Yes, I'm very excited.
And the haikus are going to be in it.
Yeah.
Stacy, I hope the quarantine will be over.
So do we.
I hope so.
So do we.
That's going to be a
Hey,
great
Deborah.
day for us.
Deborah, if you're watching, I found the glitter. I thought it was gone, and I knew you hate glitter, so I knew you didn't take it home. So I'm just going to take my glitter and just add some.
What's the thing?
I'm going to add a tiny bit of blue. I'm going to add
What's the thing?
gold.
Okay.
Ready.
He's going for his therapy.
Okay, bye, T.
Bye, Peter.
Bye, T.
Joining us.
Okay, so we're going to shake it. I think I get a little more over here. And this is all I got.
Yep.
It's kind of like colorful clouds.
Wow. That looks really cool.
But again, you don't have to use glitter by any means. You can use your creativity. If you have cotton balls at home, if you have, I mean, just markers.
Foil on the clouds.
You could do tinfoil on the clouds, absolutely. And what I was going to do with the stars, too, we can use little pieces of tinfoil to decorate the sky when we get to the next part. So let me put my glitter away.
I like learning to use material we have at home.
Hi, Stephanie.
Your last project when they used flag. I really love that. Did everyone like that? That was beautiful.
Yeah.
What?
I like using things we have at home.
Yes.
Like the newspaper with the flag, and it just came out amazing.
My newspaper, I don't know about you guys, I still have my newspaper outside. And my newspaper flag, I mean, and it got wet a few times, and guess what? It was fine. It just dried, and so it wasn't that bad. So I'm going to, what time is it? Let's see. I don't even know.
It's 1:03.
Ah, all right, we have plenty of time. So the next part of this, if you're happy with what you have so far, I am going to literally cut this whole thing out with a scissor. I'm going to get my black paper ready.
Can I start cutting?
Yes, of course, Hannah.
Oh.
So take your time, but I'm just going to cut around all the clouds. I'm cutting around the rocket. I wish Deborah would teach me how to make a face better. I have to keep taking her art classes because I am not a good drawer by any means. So I'm just cutting my whole little thing out. And again, there's no mistakes. That's why I like doing it on the white paper first.
I am.
Okay.
I need to glue this one now.
Michael. Hi, David. David John. Ooh, I'm sorry. Just David. He's on Facebook. Nice to see you.
Hi, David.
So now I cut out my rocket. What I think I'm going to do with mine before I glue it is now I'll position it on the paper, and I think I'll glue it on, kind of angled this way. So I'll probably glue it on like that. But I think maybe,
Black paper?
what?
I got black paper. Can I start gluing?
Yes, Hannah, throw it. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, Hannah.
Colored piece of paper.
So just take a little, if you have a glue stick, I actually don't have any glue sticks here for some
Oh,
reason.
I brought one with me.
I should have brought mine from home. And I'm going to put a little glue
We should have them in the cabinets, Allison.
Yeah, no, I couldn't find any good glue sticks. But you know me, I probably didn't.
Cabinet behind you.
I probably could look. I looked in there and I do not see any.
Allison, do you want my glue stick from?
No, I'm gonna use tacky glue. It's the same thing. I'm just gonna. I'm actually for the sparkle part. I'm gonna use paper towel to glue it down because I don't want to get it all over me.
That's because I don't have to put it in it once somewhere in it.
Now I have this.
What do you think?
Beautiful, Hannah.
Wow.
Gorgeous.
Good job, Hannah.
Love it. I love it. And you know what, Hannah? Actually, yours is smaller, so you have more room to make. So now we're pretending that this is the atmosphere that the rocket it lifted off. This is all its exhaust, and now it's in the sky. So in the sky, what do we have? What's very bright in the sky?
Sun.
Yeah, we could do a sun. We could do the moon. We could do
How about the sun and the moon?
you could do whatever you want.
I'd say all of the above.
I'm going to use my chalk pastels to draw a little sun in here. Because again, I can blend the colors.
You know what's really cool that we learned yesterday? That the sun is actually a star.
Yes.
It's just closer.
Frank said we're made of stars too.
Isn't that incredible?
Yeah, that's right.
Wonderful, huh?
I loved that class.
Okay. So we can do something.
So I did a sun in the sky. But you can do if you like, wow, Stacy.
Well, this is the picture in here. This is my alien alter ego.
I love it, Stacy.
I was from another planet. And I
That's
had one
great.
eye, like Mike Wazowski.
So Stacy, how Stacy made it all her own. That's very good, Stacy. So I put a little sun. If there's certain planets you like, put it in there. I think on the bottom corner here, I'm gonna make the Earth that we left. I'm gonna make an Earth in the corner.
We should make planet CEA.
That's right. Yes, and you could also write in anything you want.
Do you guys remember how far away the sun is from us in light years? It's 8 minutes of a light year. So if something happens on the sun, when we saw it, it would have happened 8 minutes ago.
I really can't get that. That's really very interesting. So I drew in the Earth in the little corner. But you guys, like I said, do anything you want. And then we could draw in stars. I thought for stars, you could also, if you want, tear off little pieces of tin foil. You can glue that on. Or you can take just straws. I have a yellow pencil. I can draw in stars. It's a little hard to see. So, God, how many people know how many points to the star? How many points to the star that we always see in the sky? Even though it's not real. When you look in the sky, you don't see a real star shape. Actually, it's really a blur. But for fun, people always draw it as a star shape, but it's really not exactly a star.
You know that a star has a lifespan. A star is born and then someday a star will end.
That's a movie.
And then the star, when it does, that's the stuff that goes out into the universe, and we're all formed from the stuff that stars are when it explodes. Which is mind-blowing.
It is. I was never so interested in space. I was not interested in space until we had your guests on, Stacy.
Wow, you like my stars?
They want to come back.
Oh my God, that is beautiful. You guys are doing better than me, that's for sure. I just drew in some yellow chalk stars, but I love everyone else's.
I lost my piece of black paper, but that's okay because I can find one later.
Michael. Hi, Michael. Are you guys on Facebook doing this too? And anybody has any questions for me on Facebook, please let me know. But this is really, like you say, it's not exactly professional. This is just for fun. And this is the other one I had done. I used some tin foil on this one, and I just glued down little pieces just to make it more kind of exciting. But anything you want.
The rocket is going to try to launch on Saturday if anybody wants to watch. But
And really, Stacy, you explained before that the real rocket that's going to launch is going to be reusable. Now, is all of it reusable?
yes,
All of it.
that main tube on the bottom is going to come down and land, and the top part, which is called the capsule, can actually fly all on its own. It's truly incredible.
That's very cool.
From Florida?
Yes, the Dragon crew, the SpaceX Dragon crew. And you know what else? You know what else was interesting that I saw a little article about? When they scrubbed the plans, you could see that the one astronaut put his glasses on. And in the article, it said that they think that people used to have 20/20 vision, but now it's okay for you to wear glasses. And I thought that was such a great thing that they've come far in making it open to more people.
Yes, because it's really hard for someone to have 20/20. I wonder how many people in the world have 20/20 vision as opposed to.
I don't.
I think everybody knows, not me.
Me either. And as we get older, I thought I'd never be the person to need my glasses to read little things, but that is definitely where I'm at, and it's just getting kind of a little worse. It's like we try to read a pill bottle, and it's like, oh my god, what if I got stuck somewhere?
Sometimes they make the stuff very small that you have to read.
Okay.
I watched the last The Rise of Skywalker on Disney Plus.
How's everyone doing over there? How's my Facebook people? I see, Carrot is having brunch during my show. Oh, thank you. I hope it's good entertainment. Let me see yours, Dave.
That has to do with space. I love that one.
What, Star Wars?
That is so cool. I love it.
Star Wars has to do with space?
Yeah,
I love
does.
it. You know why I love yours, Dave? Because it shows the craziness of what goes on during the space launch. Anybody on Facebook, if you made anything, please send it to Deborah. Send a picture to Deborah.
And it's gonna be in the art show.
Because we are having an art show coming up. So anybody that makes any of my project or Deborah's project or Stacy's projects, please save them and send pictures out.
Or anything
Oh, I love yours, Stacy.
in general.
This is me
Stacy, you're a good artist.
on the CEA rocket flying with my crew. You guys are my dragon crew.
I'm sorry. I have to look at my phone for a second. I'm having an emergency.
When does it run my favorite ship is, Stacy?
Hello?
What?
My favorite spaceship. It's the Millennium Falcon.
Well,
Sam, I'm
I
live
think
on video.
Millennium
What is going
Falcon,
on?
that's got to be up there.
But then I'm gonna put.
How fast did it make the parcel run, Terrence?
Well,
I'll be right back, guys. 1 second.
what's that?
That's right, 12 parsecs.
Yes. What?
So, is everybody doing good on their rocket?
I think that on my rocket, Stacy.
Nice. Hannah, hold it up. I want to see. Oh, wow. That looks amazing. Katie, wow. Katie, did you put tin foil on the bottom?
Yeah.
That's gorgeous. Dave, will you hold up yours again?
She said that it was like the flames.
Yeah. No, it's gorgeous. I want to see Dave's rocket again when they give a chance.
You wanna see a look? Let's see
Yeah.
a look. I can.
Alona's done. Oh, Alona, that's beautiful. Is Alona driving her rocket?
She is driving her rocket. Not her best likeness, because I'm contributing.
I love it. Oh, beautiful, Dave. That's awesome. I love it. I really love it. Victoria, did you do one, or are you going to do it later?
I'm so sorry, guys. I'm back. So what's going on?
I was looking at all of the projects, and I'm blown away.
I love it. Did you guys like this little project?
Yeah.
I mean, it's fun.
I like it a lot because it goes with the kind of the theme of the week and the launches.
Oh, Katie, I love it. And actually, Katie, your smoke coming out is really more what it looks like. Because if you ever looked at it, it's huge amount of smoke or steam, as we now know what it is. It's steam. And it's just humongous if you look at all the pictures of launches. So you did an excellent job, Katie.
There's like hundreds of gallons of water there. And I think
Dave, what's up?
Rocket fuel, the water cools it, and that makes the steam.
Dave, you have something to say?
Katie.
What?
I'm using
You're just doing this.
So how many people out there are going to watch this launch on Saturday?
Well,
And what time is it, Stacey? Do you know?
Let me see. I want to say 4, but let me check.
Okay.
Christian would know.
Christian was on Facebook. Christian, are you still on Facebook? Because we want to know what time the launch is on Saturday. I heard you're some kind of expert.
Christian knows everything.
Christian knows everything. Christian, are you still watching? Let me know.
3:22 p.m.
3:22. Okay. Well,
Because it was scrubbed.
I'm going to put it on my phone right now on my calendar because I will forget. So what time?
I'm
3?
on Facebook, and I watched it with the Montvale Astronomy Club. They had a watch party, and I clicked on it and watched it on there.
Cool. Well, now I have it in my calendar, so hopefully I'll remember. What's everyone doing this week? Oh, we still have tomorrow. I keep forgetting that today's only Thursday.
Does everyone forget what day of the week it is sometimes now?
And in fact, I forgot.
Friday, the 29th.
Dave does. I do too. I forget.
It's almost June, guys. It's almost June. That's really kind of weird to me.
Monday's the last day of May.
The one where we.
Yeah. I mean, I know. Where did the
Got a few
time
more
go?
days left of May.
March to May, like this.
So May only has 30 days, correct?
31. There's no
31. May. I'm sorry. May.
May has
It
31.
has 31. I think.
31. I forgot that tune. What is that little rhyme that has us remember what? How many days that month have?
September,
April
and November.
and November.
Right? All the rest have 31.
31 in May.
Like I know April only has 30.
The one where
You know how many days are in the year?
we left.
Okay, it's black though. That's a piece of paper there.
They know.
Okay. That's 365, right?
This shit. Okay.
Hey, Alona, how you doing over there? Can I get an eyebrow? Good. Love to see that.
Alona does the best eyebrow.
Victoria, why don't you do the craft with us next time?
I came on too
Are you
late.
gonna do it later, Victoria?
Victoria, I heard you have a kayak at your house.
You go kayaking?
I do. Yeah.
That must be fun, no?
Are you have it in a lake or something, Victoria, or you do it in a swimming pool?
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
No, no, like.
Wow, that's awesome.
Do you like it, Victoria?
That's alright.
Yeah? Oh my God, it's one of my favorite things. And actually, my daughter's been asking us for us to buy one. The problem is at home, where are we going to keep this thing? And, you know, it's hard because unless you live on a lake, we have to keep putting it on the car and finding places to go. And I would love it. I would love it. Well, hopefully we rented a house in Long Beach Island this end of the summer. And it comes with kayak, so I'm super excited.
Go back on the chair.
That's gonna be. When
Yeah.
I went hiking up in High Point, they had a lake, and a lot of people had brought their own kayaks.
Really?
And just walked to the edge and went in.
How far is that, Stacy?
Well, I went a weird way because I went all the way down to Stokes Forest first, which was like an hour and a half, but then I
Oh.
went through over that Sugar Mountain and came back up. So I would say an hour.
An hour from you.
I think we went in.
What direction is that? Is that north?
No, it's west. It's
Oh,
down
west.
Route 80.
Oh, yeah, okay.
And they
Towards the
have-
river. Has anyone been to the Delaware Water Gap?
It's near there.
Did anybody go not kayaking, but rafting on the Delaware Water Gap?
Deborah?
Hey guys. Hi Deb.
Hello. Sorry, I was trying to come in.
Oh, there's Deb.
Hello.
Hi, Deborah.
Hello.
Let's see, what time is it?
Deborah is our tree,
Oh.
just a sight for sore. Everyone was so happy to
I
see
will decorate it. I'll be in tomorrow, so I'll try to decorate it tomorrow.
So did you see what our...
directly in front of it, or you look like Medusa. Like if you go like,
Cool.
Why don't you show Deborah, guys, what you drew?
It's cool. I like Medusa. I have a Medusa painting I'm working on. I just haven't finished it.
Oh, I saw that on your wall, I think.
Oh no, my queen.
I'm not good with faces, but and snakes and stuff like that. What'd you guys make? I saw a little bit.
Why don't you show...
Hold up, everybody.
Why don't you guys show Deborah?
Nice. Ooh, I like that. I like that a lot. Nice, Hannah. Nice, Dave. Ooh, nice, Dave. Nice.
And Stacy, I think you should show yours, because it's really cool.
Wow, Stacy. Let me see.
Mine is an alien.
Wow, Stacy's a Martian.
But Deborah, you do have to teach me how to draw, because this is my face.
That's very nice. I like that. Happy. That's all that counts. Faces are hard. We've done some classes on it. Faces are really hard with persistence.
Yeah, I need if you teach that lesson, I will be on, because
We do it again. We did a little bit, but maybe
Yeah.
we break down the face.
I just,
I'm
it's,
dying for a crochet lesson.
I know. I've been so tired at night.
Yeah, it's a hard thing to teach on the internet, probably.
It is. It's hard to. It's a little tricky. It's a little.
It might be hard to see what you're
But
doing.
I got good visuals and stuff.
I should go back to my mother. My grandmother tried to teach me all those years, and I had no interest. They knit. My mother makes things for every baby that's born, even future babies. I used to like needlepoint, which I just,
Well, I like needlepoint.
yeah.
What do I got? What do I have here? I'm doing my latch hook. I've got my knitting. I've got a blanket, and I've got a poncho that I'm doing in crochet. So I have a lot of projects going on at once.
God.
It's weird.
I actually made a latch hook. It's at my house. I'm going to take a picture and show you guys.
What's a latch hook?
Latch hook is nice.
It's a frog.
What's a latch hook?
Here, I'll get it for you. It's right here. It's like rug. It's you make it. This is latch hook.
Oh, wait, what did we do growing up? Isn't that,
It's very 70s. It's very 70s.
is that what we did growing up?
Yeah, you get the hook.
Yeah, okay, I never realized that was, I love that. I love
That's
that.
right. It's really good. It's a little tricky. Some people have some issues or not patience, or you have issues with fine motor. But Eliza is a perfect candidate for it. She would love it.
Maybe if I start out with a small
You would
project.
be very good at this too. You need somebody that just wants to sit there and match the color to the piece. It's a little wacky. But
And the
I
thing
like
is,
it. I like
even if it takes you a long time, it took me a really long time, but I just did a little bit.
Well, it's kind of like doing a crossword puzzle. It's very,
Exactly.
I think it's confusing, and you have to have a lot of patience. And I've been working more on my crossword puzzles because
Nice, Katie.
that's
So,
fun
yeah,
too.
I got the approval for our art show. Like I was going to wait for approval anyway, but I got approval, so we're good to go. So keep sending me your art. Just keep sending it to me.
If your Facebook people can help,
If you
it's
took
in
a
here.
photo, I'll even, photography or stuff like that. We got to see how much we can get. I think it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, these guys have been doing a lot of things between you, me, Stacy. I think they have
These guys have been super.
plenty of stuff,
busy.
right?
I want to make sure I get everybody's writing together because there are some really beautiful things, and I would love for them to be on there.
I want them included. The other thing that I did a newsletter, but I didn't get any responses because I guess everybody's busy. I get it. There's like a zillion things going on. I'll be taking every recipe that we do, and I will be making a cookbook.
Yay.
Aggregate. I also want people who can draw. I'll take your pictures that you sent, but if you can draw any of the items that we did, I will include that as illustrations. So
That's
a list
really
of
nice.
what we did.
Oh, you mean of the food?
Yeah, for all the food.
Oh, that'd be fun.
We've got like a lot of recipes. It's been 11 weeks.
I know, you make me so hungry when you
I
cook.
gotta find them where they
Deborah,
all
you
are.
gotta start delivering.
I know. My food. I'm a pretty good cook. I don't mean to brag.
Forget about DoorDash. You can be Deborah Dash.
I think
People
so.
pay big money for that.
Dash. It's very sad. My
People
car
pay
was
big money
towed
for your
away.
food. You're a good cook.
Did you get your car fixed?
I'm not bad. I'm not bad. I mean, a lot of us are pretty good. It's the skill. So let me see. What do we got here? Yeah, that'll work. That'll work. That'll do.
Well, I think we're wrapping it up, guys.
So if you guys are wrapping up, everybody's got to run out, go to the bathroom, do whatever. We got the skills group coming up.
Oh, right,
next.
still.
Deborah, you want me to not hit
Bye.
in, right? I'm not
No,
hitting.
I'm going to say goodbye to you guys on Facebook.
Beautiful job with everything.
Great seeing you as usual. Until next time.